अस्सलामुअलैकुम मुअज़्ज़िज़ सामीन किराम। इस वक्त भारती इंटरनेशनल की वेबसाइट और सोशल मीडिया पेजेस से हाजिर खिदमत है। सोशल मीडिया पेजेस से हाजिर खिदमत हैं और हाजिर होने का मकसद कोविड-19 की जो सूरत हाल है और फिर पाकिस्तान और दीगर जो इस्लामिक कंट्रीज़ हैं उसमें रमज़ान की महीना है और रमज़ान के हवाले से इबादतों में क्या मुश्किलात है और दुनिया भर के जो प्रोफेशंस हैं उनमें क्या-क्या मुश्किलात लोगों को पेश आ रही हैं, उसी पे हमने कमेंट्स लेने के लिए एक्चुअली काफ़ी सारे लोगों को अपने साथ लिया है। और आज के इस प्रोग्राम में मेरे साथ जो मेरी को-होस्ट हैं, वो मेरियन सैमसन हैं, वो इस प्रोग्राम को आगे लेके चलेंगी। जी मिस मेरियन सैम।
Thank you, Sama. Hello, everyone. My name is Marian Sampson, and today we are gathered here to bring you a show from a WASI International Organization. We are going to give you the first-hand knowledge about the situation of COVID-19 in various parts of the world. So here we go. So my first guest is Miss Sophia. Can I have her on screen?
Hi, Marian.
Hi, Sophia. How are you doing?
I'm still recovering, so what's happening to me at the moment is my talking is limited. So I'm going to have to keep this as short as possible because my
All
blood
right.
pressure keeps dropping. So I will try to say as much as I can, but then I will have to cut it short.
All right, Sophia. So, how are you doing, and what happened to you? Just tell the audience about it.
Yeah, briefly, I will tell you briefly. Approximately six
Okay.
weeks ago, I got the virus and it was quite intense.
Okay.
So my breathing was affected. I had swelling on my face. I had a lot of side effects, some which are not even documented according to the NHS. And it was quite intense. I felt like I couldn't talk. Even now, Alhamdulillah, I've recovered a lot comparison to how I was before. Or even now, like the talking really drains me, as it is right now. So yeah, the whole experience has been somewhat bizarre. I did take the medication that was given to me by my GP, but I also took herbal remedies because I
All
think
right.
that additional to what the doctor gives you, you have to sort of concentrate on what is right for your body, because a lot of us are too accustomed to eating certain way, or we're sort of dragged into what society tells us to eat, as opposed to what we should be eating. So I started concentrating on my diet. I focused on healthy eating and
Okay.
boosting my immune system, because if I don't
That's
boost my
great.
immune system, then medication will have zero chances of fighting it on its own, because
Exactly.
the virus is so intense, it can't be eliminated with just medication. You've got to use your mind and you've got to open it. And that's what I did. Sorry, there's a fly on my finger.
It's all right. We can understand.
Yeah, I think I'm attracting
Sophia.
more than viruses. So,
All right, Sophia.
so what
We wish you
happened
a
was,
speedy recovery.
thank you very much. Thank you.
So, Sophia, tell me more about it. What were the consequences, the emotional consequences, and how you dealt through that?
The emotional side of it is quite, again, intense, because you feel like you're dying and people tell you you're dying. And I don't like that, because I'm a very positive person. And usually when you're ill, the first thing people do is, when you've got coronavirus, is, oh my God, are you going to die? It's like, no,
Yes.
I'm a survivor. Please take that away from me. So the negativity doesn't help. So what I started doing was I stopped sharing my story with people, because I only told people on my Facebook once I knew I was going to be okay. But before that, I didn't want to share it with people, because people can make you feel worse than the situation. They don't always know what to say. And I think words can either heal you or they can destroy you completely. So I used my brain. I stayed away from Facebook. I stayed away from people. I concentrated on things that would make me laugh. I mean, I have a dark humor anyway, so I tend to make myself laugh half the time. But I watch things that would make me giggle because I believe mind over matter. So I concentrated on things that would bring on positivity, and then I embraced it, and I made myself believe that I am going to be okay. So I think my
That's great.
mindset was pretty on point. So I did that. I controlled my environment because you can't be in an environment where everybody's feeling sorry for you, because sympathy has a bad effect on the mind too.
That's great, Sophia. We'll get back to you. And now we have got Chelsea with us. Hi, Chelsea.
Hi, how are you?
I'm great. What about you?
I'm excellent.
So tell me about the situation of COVID-19 in your area and how people are dealing with it.
Yeah, so I'm in Michigan in the US. Our governor has extended the stay-at-home order and the emergency order until May 28th. I am a pharmacist and I'm working in a PBM, a pharmacy benefit management company. And so it's kind of behind the scenes for claims processing to help patients get their meds. So I'm still working, but I work from home every other week. So we kind
All
of
right.
we have a small office, and so we split it. Half the office is in one week, the other is in the other week. It's been interesting because there's been some protests where people actually go up to the Capitol and they're not practicing social distancing. They're getting out of their cars, they're bringing firearms, and we're protesting the government's, kind of control of it, right? Some people are mad because they feel like you can't ride your boat and you can't, cut your grass, but all these other things are open. So there's kind of been some issues with the government closing down some things, but not other things. So everything was much kind of like slowly opening back open right now. I know that there are nurses in Detroit and stuff who don't really have the proper PPE, but I also know there are a lot of places that are making them and donating them, which is pretty cool to see.
All right, that's great. So, how the government is dealing with the situation? Is it helping the people? And what are the strategies adopted by the government in this whole scenario?
Can you say that again?
What are the strategies adopted by the government of US in this whole scenario? Is it helping the people, the poor people, the daily wage earners? How is it coping up with that?
So President Trump seems to kind of be doing one thing while the states are kind of trying to just do their own thing at this point. Like I know the state of Michigan, Governor Whitmer, she's gone ahead and made some decisions that necessarily weren't in line with what President Trump wanted. But the strategy really is we're trying to get the lockdown stage. I know that people are anxious to get the economy back open. I know that there are some workers that are getting paid. There are also some like even physicians and stuff who are getting laid off because now they don't have enough people coming in because maybe they have a dermatology clinic and dermatology wasn't considered essential, right? Or dentistry. Dentists weren't considered essential. So kind of just like the decisions to do essential or not, it's interesting with that. And it's just there's a lot of people who are grateful for the unemployment check. Everyone who gets unemployment, they get $600 extra each time. It's an interesting time to see how people want to cope.
All right. All right. So now I'll come to Mr. Farhan. Hello, sir. How are you?
Hi, how are you?
I'm great. What about you?
All right, thank you.
So tell me about the situation of COVID-19 in your country and the active cases, how the government is dealing with it, how the people are dealing with it, the overall situation.
First of all, I would say Ramadan Kareem to people who are fasting. And in Qatar, the numbers are quite high compared to the size of the country we live in. So this similar situation, I would compare it with Singapore. Qatar and Singapore are the only two countries where we have high COVID rates, numbers, cases. At the same time, we have very low death rates. So we had hardly any people died in this country. So this is what I would say. So I believe that the cases are, the symptoms are milder compared to, for example, in the UK or the US or in Europe, for instance. So we are thankful for that, but the government is taking strict measures the best they could in these circumstances. They've locked down the arrivals into Qatar. The departures are still open, but I think locking down any incoming flights into the country might actually help us to control what we have people on the ground. So there are some lockdown areas, especially where the workers live, blue-collared workers. We have a big worker population because Qatar is a host for 2022 World Cup. So we have major projects, building stadiums, metro projects, infrastructure projects. So we have big number of workers. That is one of the reasons why we have a big number of COVID-19 cases currently. But the whole situation is getting better. My my interview was in the papers today. It was regarding opening up of the industrial city, and so that's good sign that things are moving towards opening up, gradual opening up of the markets. Considering a lot of other countries have started opening up the malls, some retailers in the street. Qatar has been very careful and is just watching the situation as the conditions around the world, and I think Qatar will open up soon.
Inshallah. So
Inshallah.
moving on to Mr. Hendra. How are you?
Hey, how are you? I'm good, thank you.
I'm great, thank you. So tell me about the situation of COVID-19 in your area.
Well, Indonesian, so already 2 weeks ago, we apply so-called PSBB. PB is looks like physical distancing or social distancing policy. And quite frankly, it is not. We applied not at similar time. I think it looks like in the US also, for example, New York has created it. It looks like us also. We have Jakarta. We have not correct Jakarta. Yeah, they just started a week ago or just started 3 days ago. So meaning it looks like that we are late to you know to apply this all over Indonesia because since we have areas so big area, 34 province, looks like state in US with different island, I think is more difficult to manage about the situation is. But of course, according to the numbers now, with more than 12,000 confirmed positive and almost 1,000 passed away, died already.
Sorry.
And of course, this number increasing since we just applied yesterday. We just opened or started to open the transportation, public transportation, such as airlines or also others public transportation. Meaning the opportunity is become more spread all over Indonesia. We just worried about this, and yeah, quite frankly, the we have two or three major problems. First is disease itself, I mean, coronavirus. The second one, sometimes because we are separated, I mean, 34 province, of course, every province has, what is that, has decided to have the, the regulation about themselves. So, meaning it looks like, quote unquote, confusing about the transportation open for all over Indonesia. I think that's the major thing. We need to, for government, we need to have some one word or one direction. is very important right now. So we are worried about the open transportation of public all over Indonesia.
All
We
right.
talked to the Council representative. Right? Hello, Marian. Yes, Marian. Hello, Marian. Okay, let me continue if you don't mind. So, according to the numbers I said, so we just lost job losses around 7 million all over Indonesia who reported job losses, and we believe if this again will be increased soonest, and of course the government also wants to have economic side policy right now, so that's why they are trying to more open and try to have so-called more compromise to the disease itself, to the coronavirus, meaning it looks like another flu. Yeah, I think we need also your comment regarding the coronavirus equal with another flu. Is it? I think it's quite different. It's the same flu, but uh, yeah, the government told us to become like a friend. How we manage. I think we just
Perhaps,
worried also about those kind
perhaps
of
Miss
foods.
Debbie will Debbie could advise us about what do you
Oh,
think,
surely, yeah.
Debbie? What do you think about the coronavirus? The last question is good from Hendra. What do you think
What do I think?
about
No, I don't
corona?
think it. Yeah, it's bad. So I'm joking, but more specifically, what do I think about it? I'm here in the United States of America. I'm specifically in Wisconsin, right in the center, Milwaukee. There's right now, what's going on? What's going on is the following. There's some conflict politically about whether to open businesses. The businesses are closed right now. In a couple weeks, the Republicans who lead would like to open, well, Republicans would like to open. More conservatives would like to open businesses. Our governor in Wisconsin, Tony Evers, wants to keep them closed. He's concerned about our health. I agree with him. So it's going to the courts. There's a lot of spread here. Very bad, very quick. The leaders did not do a good job. Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Debbie. Farah?
Yeah.
Hello, Farah.
Yes,
Can I
please.
have you,
Yes,
please?
please.
How are you? Hello. Hello, Farah. I guess she's having some problem with her internet. So I'll come back to Chelsea.
Yep.
Chelsea, how are you dealing with the situation nowadays? What are you cooking? What are you eating most of the time? How are you keeping yourself healthy?
So I grew up with a lot of chronic pain. So actually, I kind of like how the whole world has slowed down. And a lot of doctors are now doing telehealth visits. And I remember one of the hardest things for me was when I was so sick. I'm like, I had this horrible back pain, but to go to the doctor, I have to, drive 30 minutes and then I have to like do all these things and I have to go run all these errands and like I have to get in and out of the car. And now delivery and like online clicking and like Instacart, Kroger is the new ideal. And I think that there's people with chronic pain out there who've experienced chronic pain who finally feel heard, right? People who now are so much more efficient at work because they can just work at home. They're getting more sleep. They're eating better. I'm eating better. I kind of suck at making myself food, I'll be honest, but my fiance is amazing at it. He makes sure I eat every day. So when I work from home, he's making me lunch, he's making me breakfast. So it's pretty amazing. Like I'm not going to stores, or if I do go to the store, if I need something, I wear a mask. I actually, again, usually send my fiance because he's a little stronger immune system than I am. But really, just trying to like find that time for myself for the creative. I really like to do art and to do some type of creative outlet. So just making sure that I take this time and all this crazy to just draw and write and just meditate like that.
That's great. So we have Sarah with us. Sarah, can you hear me? All right, let's have Farah then. Hi, Farah, how are you? Farah, can you hear me?
Hi, Farah.
Yes, I can hear you, but your voice is breaking down. I'm sorry. Hi, everybody. How you doing? I hope you guys can hear me, but all of you, your voices are breaking up. So I'm trying to understand what is everybody's saying. I'm sure everybody's saying a very positive things to motivate the people against this virus. So that's all we need. We are here to get to bring the motivation to them so they've not been felt isolated. We are the people who are here just it's our organization aim to boost the people with the energy every day and tell them that you are not alone in your country by gathering the people from globally. We just want to spread a message that how in all over the world the people are coping up with this COVID-19. So that's why I would like to thank all of you that you guys join us every day and give us a time. It's a really, really pleasure for us. And I was listening, you guys. You were amazing, and I don't know what to add in it. Like you guys have been told everything, and yes, that's the thing that we have to be positive. We don't need to lose ourselves, and especially those whom we love. That's what I tell everybody. This is the time to show your real love, to tolerate each other. Being isolated in one place for a long time. So this is the time you need to show how much you love each other, why you get married to this person, and how you are important to each other. This is the time of your tolerance towards each other. So that is the only thing I can say, that please be humble. Domestic violence cases are increasing day by day, unfortunately, due to the isolation. So I would like to request everyone, please. I know you guys are in pain. I know you guys are been isolated, irritated, frustrated, but that doesn't mean that you can attack each other, or you start doing the domestic violence against each other. This is not the right time.
Thank you,
Frustration, you
Farah.
cannot take out your frustration your sister or your children. So this is the time that you have to be very humble and be tolerant to each other. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, yeah.
Miss Sarah.
Yes, dear.
What do you have to say about COVID-19?
Yeah, in my in my country, I'm from Africa, Uganda, basically.
Nice.
Yeah, we have 114 cases currently, no deaths yet, and we are in a complete lockdown. No work, only like the health practitioners and the government ministries are the only ones working. Yeah, the country is really out of food and everyone needs food. It is so far 2 months of complete lockdown. So people are really hungry and crying to the government to support them have meals. All schools are in a lock. No students are at school. No public vehicles. Social distancing is the key, and washing of hands. And we have a high increase of gender-based violence currently. And in my village, I have received 14 attempt suicide cases. So it is really alarming. And the government trying to put out means to support people, but still it is slow because the food they are trying to offer is substandard. For example, the beans are really bad. Only the posho seems to be good. So the situation is not good at all.
We hope and we pray that the
basically that
situation
is
on
what is
your side
happening.
gets
Okay.
better.
Miss Sarah, I heard about some floods in your country, yours and a neighboring country, Kenya. Is that true? The flooding.
Yeah, it is true. We have floods that are taking people. Like in eastern Uganda, there is a hospital that was flooded. Equipments were taken. Floods are everywhere, and it is affecting, people. Communities are being dispatched from that place to go to like schools to start staying there until the government is doing something. So floods are there. Locusts have been around. So it is, a little alarming, but maybe with time we will overcome.
Yes, you will. God bless you and your people.
Yes, you will. God bless you and your people. Yeah, thanks.
Okay.
All right. So, do we have Sophia with us? I need to ask Sophia something. All right. If she's not here, let's talk to Debbie. Debbie, can you hear me?
Debbie, you're
Please
unmute.
unmute, Debbie.
Okay. Yeah. Hi.
All
Yes.
right. Hi, Debbie.
Hi.
So, Debbie, tell me about the working conditions, the professional situation in your country. Are people working from home and how it has affected their performance?
Okay. Yeah, that's a great question. So a lot of people are working from home if they can. What's happening though, where I live specifically in the middle of the United States, it's Milwaukee, Wisconsin, very segregated. So there's a lot of African Americans living in the city separate from white people, and it's very bad because they have 4 contributing factors: diabetes, hypertension, asthma, and obesity. Likely to have all those. Those make them more susceptible to getting COVID-19. So they can't work from home because mostly they're in jobs that are more lower income and have to go to work. I've seen her dog. Very cute. Like her cat looks just like mine. Anyway,
So Debbie, there have to be a cat or a dog next to me. Isn't it?
I like that dog.
This is Lucy. She's actually my service dog, so she's trying to just.
What's his name?
This is Lucy.
Oh,
Lucy.
He's lovely.
Yeah.
so how
She's
is
adorable.
Lucy dealing with the situation?
She can sense when, like, so when I do go into the office, she goes around and has to comfort everyone, and then she begs for treats from everyone, and then she definitely helps me, you know, just deal with everything on a daily basis, and I love to just like take her places and watch people light up and see her.
For me, she looks like a stuffed toy and not real.
I
So
know, and
bless
then
her.
I have
So
2 cats
beautiful.
too. They all decided to come. They're like, "Oh, I want to come watch." So
How funny.
She's gorgeous.
She's beautiful, beautiful dog.
Yeah. Can I make a comment with regard to the pets?
Yeah.
It's very good for immunity because gratefulness is linked to and happiness. If you feel the feeling of having a pet, you really feel that love or that gratefulness.
Yeah.
That's very good for immunity. So it's for the immune system.
Yep.
So it's actually excellent for people.
And like when I was really, really sick, I got my cats, and then I got my dog when I was diagnosed with complex PTSD, actually. Yeah. So some rough things, but
I'm here.
she's a blessing for me. So
yeah, they're amazing animals. Do they have pets in the other countries like dogs and cats? Is that popular?
In my country, usually it's people, expatriates, people bring in cats and dogs. Oh, my hobby is personal hobby. I'm a falconer, so I have a falcon.
Oh, wow!
Cool. Yeah.
That's
so
awesome.
We're into falconry. We have camels in the country, but not like as pets. But there are horses, camels, falcons. This is what we have. And the dog breed will be Saluki. I don't know if Chelsea would recognize that. It's a kind of a hound. Very slim and fast. It's called Saluki. Saluki is the spelling. It's an Arabian dog, which in the past we used to use a dog, a falcon, to help us to catch for hunting. So they used to work as a team for the masters to go for hunting. And I agree totally. A pet at home will help your immune system. It actually makes you happy. So automatically, when you're happy, your immune system improves. It gets better. So I think the best thing happened to us is we have Zoom and we have all these interesting meetings we're having, which is very healthy. So my advice to everyone around the world is to get involved and interact with people, stay connected with your family, your friends, your colleagues, and plan. If you work for a business, plan your future businesses doing Zoom and prepare yourself for post-COVID business. And be patient.
Yes, Mary.
Very well these days that everybody want to be
This
more
is my boo boo.
and due to that they are just putting themselves under a lot of pressure.
He's busy.
Pet society.
I understand the world is under a lot of pressure now because of this the circumstances we are going through. But I think the patience is the key, and it's a test of our patience. And but I understand where people and
Mama's friends.
Countries who have a street food, street shops, and they're self-employed people. It's not easy to be self-employed and not to work.
Exactly.
Because,
also,
yes. So may God bless them and give them patience. And we need to support people who have extra to spare. Always help people who do not. So we are doing philanthropy in Qatar, trying to help the charities here. I'm working with the charities as well during the day. to help people in need, because some people have lost their jobs or have been laid off because of this situation. So we're trying to help make sure that they have food to go through this month.
That's really great. Best of luck for that. And now I'll come to Mr. Endra. How are you dealing with the situation, and professionally, what are the effects of all this situation on your profession and the people around you?
Yeah, because governments want us to stay at home and working from home, and no office is open except related to the health support. But the bank all over is open, and but frankly, it is not as usual, of course. But they are trying to give services to all the citizens. And I myself manage at home, and my guys also at home, and we communicate 3 times daily, morning and after lunch and after and 4 o'clock in the afternoon time, just to make sure everything is done, and trying to manage just like that. But I myself didn't visit, don't visit my friends and also our neighbors. Just say hello in front of our home, and then try to communicate by Zoom or by WhatsApp, something like that. So this on daily. But what we have had is really help. I also cat at home, but she sleep, and it really help. Yeah, looks like talking with friends also. Yeah, and by touch them and then give them
Yeah.
food, and it's really helpful also. Thank you, Mary.
That's really great. Thank you. And this is the time when we've all realized that video calls are a blessing. So I'll come to you, Farah. What are your views about the current situation and how you are dealing with it emotionally as well as socially? And how are you? What is your view about this whole situation? Can you hear me?
I'm
I
sorry, I
cannot
can't
hear
hear
me.
you. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Okay. 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 I'm so sorry, but your
Uh,
voice is breaking up, but I couldn't hear you. But whatever I understand, I can answer. A few words I got it. Socially, okay. I try to give the answer whatever I got it. Okay, the social
all
is
right.
that I have a dog. I'm petting my dog, and um, still we are working in behind the office scene. We are not at the people directly. We are keeping it as a precaution for the COVID-19. But the socially is that yes, we can be with our family because we are. If you're sure that there's nobody having a virus, okay, says there's no harm in it because you're meeting your family every day. So yesterday I have my niece birthday, so we enjoyed it. It's a good party because we were sure that nobody has a virus in it. So yes, you can do your socialize your life, but you have to be just limited your socialization because you cannot trust with. So I think this is really important. And mm, as I have a dog, so I'm taking him out as well. So
All right.
we
Thank
are
you,
just
Farah.
not, the government is not telling you to stay away from everybody. It's just a precaution that you can be with your family if you have 100% sure that nobody is victim of this virus. So avoiding other people means that socializing with other people means that you have no idea either they have been a victim of the virus or not. So that is little bit a difference of the explanation that the government is trying to give to the people. Sorry, he's my dog, his name is Titan, and he has his own ways and just to go back in the window to see what is going on. So he's trying to find his place. So
It's
yes, we
it,
do respect the government decisions, as I always said. But the problem is that people are taking not seriously still in Canada. That is the why we are increasing day by day.
And this is the reason that the government is stressing on social distancing so much. So coming on to over to Mr. Farhan, as being in a Muslim country, Eid is on the cards. So what are the sentiments of people? How are they coping up with that? And what is the spirit that you see in them amidst all this situation?
to be honest, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes. To be honest, uh, just like any Muslim country or Arabic country, we are all in a state of shock because this is the first time any of our Ramadans we spent but not going to the mosque for prayers, and we are fasting. There's not a problem. We have the stocks, the food stocks are very in good shape. The supermarkets and everything is great. The government has done well. You have to remember Qatar is in a blockade since 2017, so that actually helped Qatar to build up lots of reserves in aspects of food, and is self-sufficient in lots of daily needs in Qatar. We have improved in our agricultures. We have improved in dairy farms. So it's quite self-sufficient in that way in aspects of food. Still, a lot of imports come into Qatar from the east and from the west. And thanks to Qatar Airways, which still have the cargo business is doing great. Like I said, there's no arrivals, but departures are good, doing good business, and cargo has never stopped, even during the pandemic. So things are okay. I have a feeling the markets will gradually open, if not before Eid, perhaps after. I've noticed in the UAE, in the neighboring country, they have opened the malls. So Qatar is watching what's the repercussions of opening up during the pandemic when the virus rates are still on the rise. How safe is it to open the markets? So I think Qatar is being observing this, and so far the neighboring countries where they have opened, I think they pretty much are doing well. You have to remember during the pandemic, all of us, no matter where you live on this planet, we were still allowed to go and shop in the grocery stores, isn't it? We have been going to
Yes.
the grocery stores. To observe social distancing is actually very important. So if I'm in a retail shop where usually less people are there, if we observe social distancing, we might be able to save businesses by. But I agree with my friend Farah from Canada, is that how many people will actually practice the mannerisms of social distancing, and they would just lose the plot of it, and the virus could still spread. It all depends how you manage it.
Exactly, very well said. So coming over to Debbie. Debbie, can you hear me?
Yes, let me just, yes, I can. You can hear me?
I would like to add something here regarding the Ramadan. it's just like yes, the Ramadan is not the same. We don't have that passion of Eid al-Fitr this time, because the Ramadan is supposed to be that we done the after fasting, we go out, we do shopping, and the fun that we are enjoying during Ramadan. Unfortunately, this time we are that kind of activity, right? Outside, am I
Yes,
right?
yes.
Yes. So, yes, I call Pakistan as well, and everybody is telling me that the Ramadan is just fasting. We are just doing fasting and doing nothing. But the charm of and the beauty of the Ramadan, that after fasting, everybody goes out and do the shopping and excitement of being ready for Eid al Fitr. It's the beauty of the Ramadan that we enjoyed after fasting. But unfortunately, because of this virus, we are not able to enjoy that moments that we usually had in Ramadan, which make it more a blessing and brings us more positivity and happiness to wait for the day of Eid al-Fitr. So this is what the thing we are missing. Of course we do, but we are praying in our after fasting or during the Ramadan that I hope that this virus will finish soon, and we get next year we will get able to get a normal or regular Ramadan, so we can go out and celebrate, having shopping with the family like the way we do in all these years.
Uh, yes, Farah, I can very well
Yeah,
understand you
maybe
because
just to
just
add.
before, yes, yes, please.
Yeah, I was just saying
Sorry, your
Ramadan is
voice
also
is
affecting
breaking
people
down.
here.
I can hear you.
Yeah, I was just adding to
I
that,
can't hear you.
that Ramadan is also affecting,
Yes,
like
please.
COVID-19 is affecting Ramadan here in Uganda. For example, there would be eating together in the evenings, and even if someone didn't have food, could go to the mosque and eat, and even go home with a package. But now, since the government said whoever is donating should donate to the government, not to the mosques or Islamic leaders, so the food goes to the government, and you find that the most poorest people
You
even
check your.
don't have food to eat while they are breaking the fast.
Sorry.
Like being home, being like isolated in the home and everything makes it really difficult for some who do
Sorry
not
to hear
have.
that.
Yeah.
And the government has not put out like ways of supporting the Muslims during such a time. At least it would have accepted the well wishers to donate to various mosques, and the leaders could take food to various homes such that every home could have something to eat during the fast. So the government needs to do something
Miss
about it.
Sarah, are you from the capital city?
Yes,
Uh, I have a very,
yes, I am.
I have a good acquaintance, and a matter of fact, I was in a chat with your ambassador in Qatar, Dr. Stephen, and
Uh-huh.
later on, after the show, maybe we could have a short conversation where we could exchange some information. Perhaps we will try to do something for you after I have a word with
Great.
your ambassador in Qatar, inshallah.
All right.
Inshallah.
Okay, thanks. Yeah.
That is great. I'm happy that we are
Thank
able
you.
to
It's
help each
really
other. And
shukran jazeelan.
Yes, Marian, please.
okay, all right. So now I believe that we've pretty much exchanged the information regarding the COVID-19. So the important thing is that we are in this together and we are going to fight it together. And there will be a day when everything is going to resume, the earth is healing itself, and one day will come when everything is going to be back to normal. But what is important that we don't lose the lesson when we go back to life, we don't forget the lesson that we all acquired.
Oh no.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yes.
Can you still hear me? Okay, that's fine. So before signing off, I would
Yeah,
like
we can
to.
hear you, but we can't see you.
There is some problem with my video. I cannot just you know. Okay, fine. So before signing off, I would like to have
It's
a
all right. Your
message from
voice
all
is
of you that
break.
what you think.
Everybody voice is breaking up. Still, I'm trying to understand.
All right, I guess everybody else can hear me properly. Can you? Just give me a
Yes,
thumbs up.
Yes,
yes.
we do.
All right, thanks.
Yes.
Thanks. So, coming over to Chelsea. Chelsea, you tell me, what is your message for the people out there?
I would say to take the resources you do have and use those as best and as efficiently as possible, right? Like you have access to the internet, reach out to people on Zoom. It's seems hard and it might seem annoying, but it's so is small talk, right? So reach out to people, right? They want to hear you, even if you're just saying, "Hey, I'm just thinking of you." Really, just
Yes.
use Zoom and use what you have and pets.
Great. Thank you. Coming to Mr. Andra, what do you think should be the message to the people out there?
Well, actually,
Can you hear me?
if we, yeah, I can hear you.
My
Yeah, yeah. Hello. Yes. Okay. I
Go on,
myself
brother.
thinking about this.
it's my
Yeah,
turn.
because
Okay.
it's my turn, right, Farah?
Yes, yes, yes,
Okay.
Andrew.
Yes, it's your turn. It's not Farah's turn. I guess she cannot hear us properly and she's guessing
Okay.
that what we're
Yeah,
trying
yeah,
to say.
yeah. Actually,
Actually, your
we are
voice is
trying.
breaking up, so
Yeah.
I couldn't hear anything.
Okay. Actually, I think we are ordinary people who try to understand about this disease, and of course, we have to follow what the government or what the uh, health ministry to regulate us on what they advise. Okay, we will follow. Now they are suggest to work from home or stay at home. Of course, we follow that one. And of course, we also want to do for the others also do the same thing with us. So we will reach our goal together. And of course, the number also hope we can decrease and no more died, and we shall continue our business. I think that's what we want to do in the near future. But I myself also worries about confusing quote unquote advice from the government because they are also tends to have economic tense, and we fully understand, but we need to do win-win situation in this case. So we just follow our citizen will be follow what the leaders say. I think that's it. We cannot do anything because we don't understand about the enemy in front of us. Is be surrounding us. We don't know others it is infected or not, so we cannot touch with them and then talking with them like before. There's no socializing. Zoom like this is really help. Just follow what the instruction from the government and also the health ministry. I think it's better. This is a better way. Thank you.
Thank
Maya.
you so much. Debbie, what message do you have for the people?
Yeah, I have something I want to talk about that I heard yesterday about mental health. It was about the anger and the conflict in homes. There
Very
was some
important.
very information that I got from both therapists and somebody who's a relationship expert. And this is what I'm going to share with you that was unusual and good. Not good to spend too much time ruminate when you're angry. Middle of the anger, not too good to spend too much time talking about it. Instead, the breathing is important. The 3 deep breaths, which I always talk about exhaling twice as long as you inhale, because that's where you get the relaxation. Practice that in the good times. So you can use. The second thing I'm going to tell you that was very important, it was a 3-step process. First was like your grandmother says, this is Susan Bratton, who's a relationship expert. She says, put, like your grandma says, forgive and forget, put it in the back, the rear view mirror, anger. Secondly, she said, know that they're doing the best they can. It's their story. There's psychopaths, there's sociopaths, there's all kinds of people. Some are normal, but they're triggered by things, trauma in their past, or just a hot-headed temper. So you just need to know that that's their story. They're doing the best they can at the moment. And then third was the breathing. And I say Tai Chi, I add to that, because you're moving out of the trauma when you do Tai Chi. There's a position like this, palms up and straightening up, elevating and grounding down. And do Tai Chi with me. I do it twice a day if you don't know Tai Chi. But I recommend that highly. I add that to what she's saying. The other thing, one other thing I just want to say, have a picture of your children next to you. In the therapist's office, a therapist said that. She talks to couples who are fighting. She has them have a picture of their children. Their children are absorbing everything. So it's not just about them. It's about their children. You can always start over. So now is the time to start over. Its children are resilient.
Exactly. Wonderful. Debbie, is there anything else?
Yeah, I can't hear. Yeah.
All right, you may continue. Hello, Debbie?
I hear you now. Yeah, I hear you now. I couldn't hear you before. Yes.
Okay, you may continue. Okay, you may continue. If you have anything else to say.
Yeah, I do.
Yes.
I'm very passionate about mental health coach. So it's a lot of depression. If you can reframe the depression as a time for when things get very dark, it's usually when things are about to get good and good changes will happen. The other thing I want to say about that is when you know that things can get very good after you're sick. The other thing, though, is just to reframe it. I was reading from a book that's related to Judaism. It's called Tanya, and they talk about how with depression, it's just a matter of there being a reframe that you're looking at it as the soul, the animal soul, trying to take over rather than the godly soul. That's a perspective, even if you don't believe in God. It's a perspective. So what's happening is when you're at your worst, that's when the animal soul makes you feel very bad. But meanwhile, the more you struggle, the more you're going to get there eventually. So keep going. Reach out for help. There are people to help. There are helpers. They won't know that you're depressed if you don't tell them. Everybody's in the same boat. We're lonely people right now.
Indeed. Thank you so much, Debbie.
You're welcome.
Mr. Farhan, what would you like to say to people?
I would just say one thing for my friends, my brothers and sisters globally is we are all going through like I agree with Miss Debbie, we are all going through the same crisis, but people have different circumstances and situations, you see. Like I heard a story from my sister from Uganda, Miss Sarah. You know, so we as a global family, we are all together in this, and we have to stand up for each other and support each other and help each other. It's not about us, it's about me, it's all about all of us together. So this is what I feel, and this is my message. If you have something more than what you need for yourself, please give it away, share it with others who do not have. So share and live together, and I think that's the only way we can get through this, by sharing what we have.
Yeah.
Great, very well said. So we have a new guest, Emily. Emily, can you hear me?
Yes.
Hello, Emily. How are you?
Can you hear
Yes,
me?
Emily has joined us. Hey, Emily, is everybody? Hey, how you doing?
Hey, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah, yes,
Hey?
Emily.
Okay, good.
Yes.
Yes, Emily, would you like to say something about the COVID-19?
Oh, okay. Yeah. I'm a health
Your
coach.
reviews, what you think about it.
Yeah, I'm a health coach in functional medicine. So I take a functional medicine approach, and also I feel I really got scared at the beginning, and then after a couple of weeks, I just keep praying and also do more meditation. So look inward, and also I posted on Facebook, try to encourage people, say this is a happen, so just accept it and just spend more quality time with the family. And especially, I just launched a book in February. It's about mindful eating. So I focus on mindful eating, going to be what 7W, right? But I focus on how to eat during the meal time, because we are very stressful and also go, and we try to running multitask, right? So I encourage family try to play a mindful eating game during the mealtime. Especially now, lockdown, everybody stay home, homemade, like a homemade food, so very healthy. So I just advocate to play mindful eating. Yeah. Hey,
That's
Debbie.
great.
Thank
Hi,
you.
Emily. When you got here, yay!
Debbie.
We were trying to.
Yeah, encouraging
All
people
right.
doing
So,
mindful
Ms.
eating.
Farah,
Yes.
would you like to? Great, Emily. Thank you so much. So, Ms. Farah, would you like to give some message to the people? Farah, can you hear me?
I would like to thank all our, first of all, our panels who are here every day and try to motivate the people. Thank you so much for being with us in this great cause when everybody is isolated, frustrated. So I really appreciate you guys being here and joining us every day and give your precious time to us. Especially, I would like to thank Al Sheikh, Hendra, Abby, and Chelsea. These people are joining us from from long time. So I would like to thank all of them, and I do believe if we have all of the like them, uh, then we don't have to worry about it, right? Because these are the people from their country. They are representing their country. They are taking care of the people around them. So and they are doing great jobs in all the field. They are doing it. Al Sheikh is doing a marvelous job. I heard how he's trying to help Sarah. So thank you so much. Shukran jaziran. And I heard you are on my Facebook. I listen your all every activities, which is amazing. So Yes, this is the thing that we have to, this is the spirit we have to keep going on. We don't have to let it go. We have to be present there. There for the people when in this difficult time. I would like to especially thank Hendra. Hendra is with us for a very long time. He's a businessman. He's a very honorable businessman. And Hendra, thank you so much. You are doing amazing job. Just not because you're here with us, but he is also doing amazing job toward the society to help those people who are in need. In the of us, we are doing our parts wherever we have to do. And the message word I would them, please patient, listen to your government and follow them, because whatever your government is doing, they are doing for betterment. Please don't this virus lightly, because as I always said, there is no cure against this virus right now. You have to be very, very careful. You have to protect yourself because it's loved ones. Thank you so much. Thanks for everybody. Shukran.
Thank you.
On
Thank you so
behalf of
much,
all, I would like to say
Farah. So
get
we
well.
have,
Sorry, on behalf of everyone, I would like to say get well soon to our sister Sophie, who joined
Oh,
us
thank
today.
you.
Get well soon, please.
yes, yes, Sophia, get well soon. Our prayers are with you. And Sarah, are you there with us? I would like to have a signing off message from you as
Thank
well.
you, Raif. Shukran.
Thank you. Shukran.
Thank you.
All right.
So we're gonna close out, Liv?
So I guess we've taken the messages. Sarah, can you hear me? Sarah? All right. Okay, she's not here. So we've taken
No,
all the
I can't hear
messages
you. I'm
from
sorry.
we've taken all the messages from our respected panelists, and now it's over to you, Usama. उसामा, हमने सबके मैसेजेस ले लिए हैं और हमारे सब पैनलिस्ट ने
I
बहुत
think
अपनी
Gabby would like to say
अच्छी.
something.
All right, Debbie, you want
Just
to
a
say
minute,
something?
I
Miss
do,
Malik.
if it's
Debbie
okay.
Okay.
would like to say something.
I think it's important because it will protect our kids.
All right, Debbie, go.
Yeah, I'm concerned because there's a lot of fighting with parents and children. I forgot to add this. So let them be bad. Let them be bad. Let them misbehave. They're very stressed out. Let them be on the computer team. That's what the experts are saying. I think a kid hears. I heard a kid. He's speaking. So you want to let them misbehave. Dr. Laura Markham, MARKGM, she says, firm, loving limits. Their connection is the most important, that they're not traumatized. They're very stressed. Let their schoolwork go right now. It's okay. Let them be. They're very stressed out. And when they're stressed out, they're not behaving well. Let them scream and yell. Just give them their space right now. Not normal circumstances. They'll be okay in the long run. That's what I want to, that's my message. That's what all the experts are saying. Teachers too. So you can relax too as a parent.
So much, Debbie.
No yelling. Yelibacy is what Dr. Laura says. Like celibacy, but yelibacy. Take a vow. Yeah. Breathe. Yeah.
Yes, thank you so much. So I see Sarah has joined
Yes,
us.
Usama,
Sarah,
would you like to
can you hear
mention
me?
anything in the end, please?
Yes, I do.
Yes.
All right, Sarah, what is the message for people out there? Any message you would like
Yes,
to give to
Usama.
the people?
Yeah, at least the message I have is, in such a time, we need to be stronger and to support one another and to be there for one another. What I've realized is the pandemic brought a lot of changes. Since we're home, we should learn like to have opportunities out of what is surrounding us. For example, changing career. Yeah, we resorted to bakery as the pandemic started, and yeah, we are at least moving. So like we should see forward and believe for the better. Just being positive, I think that's the message.
All right, thank you so much, Sarah. And in the end, I would like to ask Usama. Usama, would you like to add up something? आप कोई मैसेज देना
एक्चुअली
चाहेंगे
आप
लोगों को इससे पहले कि हम साइन ऑफ करें?
एटलीस्ट आप इनसे भारतीय इंटरनेशनल के प्लेटफॉर्म के हवाले से आप इनके कमेंट्स लेंगे। भारतीय इंटरनेशनल का जो ये एक काविश है, जो एक सिलसिला है
Yes, of course.
इंटरनेशनली ग्लोबली तमाम लोगों को एक प्लेटफॉर्म मिला, उस प्लेटफॉर्म के लिए आप क्या कमेंट?
Usama, I cannot hear you. मुझे आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही है क्लियर।
भारतीय इंटरनेशनल के इस प्लेटफॉर्म के लिए क्या कमेंट्स गेस्ट पैनलिस्ट देंगे जो ग्लोबली तमाम डिफरेंट रीजन के लोगों को एक प्लेटफॉर्म पे यकजा किया है, उस हवाले से कोई कमेंट्स आप
Okay,
तमाम गेस्ट पैनलिस्ट?
fine. All right. So here's one question from Osama to all the panelists: that what are your comments and your suggestions for WASI International Organization that they have provided this platform? So how do you think it's helping the people, and how do you think that we can make it better?
I'll go first. I think you can have like daily posts or more posts for engagement so that other people can comment, you know, ask your audience what you want to see. I think really meeting people where they're at is important. So you know, don't assume everyone knows everything you do, right? Like that's kind of my always big thing is like I just assume people don't know what I know and I have to teach them and I repeat the same thing over and over. Just like share things to always just be giving them something and always just serving them and trying to make them better.
Great. Debbie.
Yes.
Yes, please.
Question? I'm sorry. Could you just ask the question again? I may not have heard.
All right. I'm asking that what are your comments and suggestions for WASI International Organization, how we can improve ourselves, and what are your comments in general?
Okay. I think that that's great what you're doing, first of all. I think that it could be very focused in terms of the COVID-19 solutions with less chat, really focused so people love it, by the way. So it's not coming from feedback, it's just my thought, just my guess. Very specific focus about new tips and tricks that will help decrease the spread. Because there are things that can be done. I have a lot of ideas that aren't being said yet. People don't know about details. So I feel like that with lots of health coaches on. I don't know, you know, and the other people are great too, but I do think there are a lot of us. It could make a huge difference.
All right, thank you so much, Debbie. Sarah, would you like to tell us something, your comments, your suggestions?
Yeah, I think you're doing a great work. Yeah, connecting people from the globe is really great. Yeah, what I think is like we should share more of the videos to any website, any links, Facebook pages. Yeah, and to invite more people. Maybe if they can ask questions, don't know how we can do it.
Question answer.
Yeah.
All right, I
probably.
get you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great.
मैं
All right, Sarah, thank you so much. I get your point.
प्लीज़ वारसी इंटरनेशनल का नाम लेके तमाम जो पैनलिस्ट हैं वो बेस्ट विशेस अपनी, ताकि वो एक हम वीडियो पैकेज में ऐड कर सकें। तो वारसी इंटरनेशनल का नाम भी अगर तमाम
पैनलिस्ट को
तो वारसी इंटरनेशनल का नाम भी
जी आप क्या कह रहे हैं? वारसी इंटरनेशनल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन का नाम पैनलिस्ट
कोर्स करें।
मुझे आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही है उसामा।
वीडियो पैकेज में आप सुन पा रही हैं?
All right,
Hello.
yes, I can hear you. जी उसामा आप बोले?
जी मैंने कहा है कि वारसी इंटरनेशनल का नाम भी तमाम पैनलिस्ट रिकॉर्ड करें, ताकि ये एक रिकॉर्ड हमारे पास आ सके। तमाम पैनलिस्ट वारसी इंटरनेशनल का नाम रिकॉर्ड किया है।
Okay, fine. Farah, can you listen? Can you hear me?
Sorry?
Farah, are you listening?
Yes.
Gigi, Farah, can you listen? Are you listening? All right,
yes,
Farah.
Yes, I can.
Okay, what are your comments about Warsi International Organization? Comments and suggestions?
I've comment it's like amazing organization, and they are doing amazing job. They are going out of like courageous work, amazing, outstanding. They are distributing food by themselves, door to door in Pakistan, in a different northern areas of Pakistan. So this is a very, very courageous thing that they are doing it. They are helping the people all the way they could by themselves. And I'm really honored to be the chairperson of this organization. And we are our effort is about for the people of Pakistan, that they we can secure them. We are giving them the sanitizers, the food of the month, especially this is month of Ramadan. We are trying to reach them as maximum people as we could, so we can help them with the help of food, and with the gift of Eid al Fitr, that is like kind of celebration you guys have just like a Christmas. So I would like to mention that thank you so much, all those people who are donating for Warsi International, and for those who want to help the people. There are account details that you can donate us and let us help and keep going on this thing, so we can't stop. So everybody who is here, or
Thank you
everybody
so
you
much,
guys
Farah.
who
So
know, you can see our website, how these people are going out of the way and going in the field by themselves, without caring about their lives, of the danger of this virus. They are helping the people with the food, with everything, so they can survive in this scenario, that when there is no possibility that anybody could reach, especially the northern areas of Pakistan. They are very difficult to reach towards the people, and they selectively doing work over there, and this is a very, very daring cause. Thank you so much. I really appreciate my team. I thanks to Mr. Osama and the rest of the people who are doing it, and making it possible, and making sure that nobody sleep without a food. Thank you so much. It is my honor that our organization is doing out courageous and outstanding work in Pakistan.
thank you so much, Farah. So I
Yes,
saw
Debbie,
Debbie
would you
raised
like
her
to say
hand.
mention
Debbie,
something?
do you want to add?
I do want to add something. I come from a United States perspective. We don't know where the food is whether the organization is, I assume because I know you, that it's a very credible organization. Can you prove that to people? Because a lot of time there's problem not knowing, and people don't want to give because of that. They don't know if the food is really going to where you say it is, or if it's being used properly. How do you prove that and prove credibility? That would be an important thing to do. I can't hear you.
Thank you so much, Debbie. I really appreciate that. Thank you so much. All we need is a courage from you guys and everybody else that to understand that how difficult it is for my team go in the field and work for those people who are in need right now, especially in Pakistan. It's not easy job, trust me. It is really difficult for any organization to go by itself, arranging all the stuff and go door to door and feed the people. So I've been honored that our organization is doing that, and thank you so much, Osama, especially that you are making it possible.
Thanks, everyone. Keep it up.
Yeah. Do you?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
So it may
And
help.
we would like to request that you can also, yes, you guys can also contribute for the organization. If you need any kind of details, or your friend or family would like to contribute for the Pakistani people, Osama is there. He's the right person. He could help you to show direction how you could help those people in Pakistan who are in need. So please do contact with him, because those people really need your help. Unfortunately, we don't have a government who is having assets like in Canada, government like RPM, who is feeding the people, giving the $2,000 and everything. It's the people, they have to do it everything by themselves. So yes, you can contact Osama. Anyway, if you guys need any help, or you want to contribute in such a cause. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Farah. And I would like to hand over the session to Sama now. सामा, अगर आपको कुछ ऐड अप करना है तो आप करें. हमने गेस्ट से जो है उनकी राय भी ले ली है वारसी इंटरनेशनल ऑर्गेनाइजेशन के लिए. हमने उनके कमेंट्स भी ले लिए हैं. एंड व्हाट एल्स डू यू नो. जी,
मेरी आवाज आप सुन पा रही हैं? मेरी आवाज आ रही है? मेरी
जी बिल्कुल बिल्कुल बिल्कुल.
अच्छा, हम यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स के लिए एज एम्बेसडर मिस्टर डेबी को हम सिलेक्ट कर रहे हैं फॉर ग्लोबल वुमेन्स अवार्ड अकेडमी.
Okay, fine. Should I tell her? Yes, yes. Hello, Debbie. There's an announcement for you. You have been selected by Mr. Osama as the Global Ambassador from the United States for the Awards Academy, Farsi International Awards. Global Awards Academy.
Wow. I'm really honored. Thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much.
You're
it's
welcome.
Lovely.
And
it's amazing. I'm grateful. Yeah. Yeah.
Great. Thank you so much, Debbie. The purpose of this award academy is to honor women from around the globe who've been doing outstanding services in their respective professions. It can be anything. We just award them and show them honor.
Wow. Yeah, I'm very honored. Thank you so much.
Yeah, I'm very honored. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Thank you so much, Debbie, for joining us. उसामा, मज़ीद और हमें क्या बात करनी है? I guess सब कुछ हम कवर कर चुके हैं.
तमाम ही सामीन जो हमारी आज की इस ट्रांसमिशन को देख रहे थे, आपने देखा कि दुनिया भर से तमाम ही वहाँ के मुकामी लोगों से हमने वहाँ की राय ली और वहाँ का हमने जानना चाहा कि क्या सूरत हाल है, प्रोफेशनल लाइफ किस तरह यानी चला रहे हैं, सर्वाइव कर रहे हैं। तो यही मकसद था भारतीय इंटरनेशनल का कि दुनिया भर के लोगों का, वहाँ के मुकामी लोगों का तज्जिया हम कोविड-19 कोरोना वायरस के हवाले से ले सकें कि वो कितना असरअंदाज उन ममालिक पर हुआ। इसी ख्याल के साथ दीजिए इजाज़त और नेक्स्ट टाइम फिर हम मज़ीद किसी बेहतरीन कंटेंट के साथ हाजिर होंगे। थैंक यू सो मच मिस मैरियन, मिस रेबी for your time, for your
Thank
time.
you.
Thank you so much. Yeah.